Hey guys, I'm back with another tutorial. This time I am doing a tutorial on this really easy, simple, on-the-go look, I guess. It's a really quick makeup look. If you don't have a lot of time, it's really quick and easy. So if you want to see how I get this look, then just keep watching and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe on the bottom bar and check out all the details on the bottom. I'll have everything listed below, and you can always find me on Instagram and Snapchat. I'll link those below as well, and I will talk to you guys in my next tutorial. Bye. Okay, so I always start with a vitamin C oil in the mornings if I'm going out for the day. Super important. And then I go in with my SPF. This is the Garnier SPF and moisturizer all in one. Okay, so for my foundation, I'm going to use the matte and poreless, the number 128, and I am going to mix the L'Oreal Infallible number 106 together to get my perfect match. I really like these two together. They make such a good combination. This one still gives you a little bit, well, for me, because I am oily skin, so it gives you a little bit of dewiness, but this one kind of mattifies a little bit, so towards like a couple hours you get that dewiness naturally, but it's not completely matte most of the time, but you get a little bit of oiliness, but it looks, you know, like natural oil. It looks good. So usually I would like to use a beauty blender. The only thing with that is if you're like on a rush to go, you do not have time, then you really don't have time to use that. So I would go in with a foundation brush. It's a lot faster and quicker, and it takes so much less time than a beauty blender. And brush, I'm going to use the Morphe M439. I really like this because it's very round and like a dense brush, so it gets a good coverage, really good coverage, and it's quick. Alright, so once you're done with your foundation, I already have my brows on, so I did that off camera. I do have a tutorial on how to do my brows, so you can check out that video if you'd like. So for concealer, I'm using the Maybelline concealer in light, number 10, I guess? I don't know. So this I'm just going to use to kind of conceal. Also, oh, I forgot to mention, I do, if you have like these, you know, dark circles, I like to go in with the Becca brightening under eye concealer, and I like to use that first and then go in with the concealer with the highlight. So if you have a little bit of darkness, which, you know, a lot of people do, it's okay. I'll just add a little bit right underneath here where I have the darkest. I don't have a lot of dark circles, I just have more like a little bit of a hollowness, which I do not like, but what can I do? And I'm just using my It Cosmetics brush, the dual end. And I tap that in, and then we're going to go in with the concealer. My beauty blender, and I do one eye at a time because my eye tends to crease, so I go one at a time. Bring that down in a triangle motion, an upside down triangle, so that you can really bring some brightness into your eyes. And then I just go right on top of my eyelid because we're not really going to do a lot of shadows today. It's really simple look, so I just add a little bit of concealer right on top, and then we're gonna set it. So once you've blended that in, I'm gonna go in with my Ben Nye Cameo powder, and I'm using an e.l.f. blush brush. Before you set your concealer, just make sure you tap. If you have any issues with creasing, make sure you tap again really quickly, and then try not to look down and just kind of set everything. So that way you can avoid the creasing. And then I set the eyes really quick. Alright, so for the eyes, we're going to move on to the eyes real quick. For the eyes, I'm just going to use my Anastasia contour kit. Very simple eye look, just using pretty much the tan shades here. I'm going to go in with, it kind of looks like a 217 by MAC. And I'm just really just going to dab into all of them. And all I'm going to do is pretty much just go into the socket, and that's it, just to give me a little bit of a shadow. Pretty much it for the eyes. I just want to give it a little bit of dimension and a little bit of contour, because if we left it pretty much how it was, it would look like kind of like dead, you know? So you want to bring a little bit of color back into the look. So that's it for the top of the eyes. Underneath, we are going to go in with the same exact colors. This time I'm picking up a smudge brush and just dip back into the same colors. You want to go into maybe like the darkest colors now, and I'm going to just add a little bit of color right underneath the lash. And I do this just so that I won't look, again, like there's nothing under there, so it won't look dead. You know, just give it a little bit of dimension. Onto the face, I'm going to go ahead and start just, I don't really want to contour because this is a simple look, so you want to do more of bronzing technique. So to start off my bronzing, I'm going to start with this Morphe Elite 1. I'm going with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in medium deep bronze. This more fluffier brush, and this is the Morphe M527 brush, and I just pretty much do the exact same thing with the same bronzer, and I just kind of buff it in a little bit more. Sometimes the other one can be a little bit more harsh, so I kind of like this one to just kind of like buff out whatever the other one didn't buff. And when I do this type of makeup, I like to look bronzy because it just makes you look healthy, you know? So I apply the bronzer all over. Once I've added, I've applied most of the product to my cheeks and my forehead, I just kind of add the rest to the bottom part, just to give it, you know, some color. I go in with some more bronzer. And I really like this NYX, it's called Tango with Bronzing Powder. I love this one, and you can tell because I'm almost hitting like the pan. But I love this one because it just gives you that really shiny, bronzy, in the sun like glow, because it has a little bit of speckles in it, so it just makes you look so nice in the sun, especially when the dewiness starts coming out. Oh, so nice. Okay, so with this one I'm gonna go in with a MAC 130 brush and just dab a little bit. Don't use too much because this product does go a long way. And then I just pretty much add it to the top here a little bit, not crazy. And then I'll add some to my cheeks a little bit. Lani Luminoso Baked Powder. And to add the blush with a Morphe E3 from the Elite collection. I really love these brushes, by the way. I don't want to go too crazy with the blush. Very quickly. Okay, once that's done, I don't add too much because you don't want a whole lot of color. So once that's done, we're going to go in with highlight, Hollywood Illuminator, And I'm going to mix that one with the Laura Geller Gilded Honey, my Morphe M495 brush. I like to add like a setting spray to my brush and then dip it into the product, or either way, you could do it either way. Then just go into the powder. And it gives it, it just makes it a lot brighter if you do that. Add it to the cheeks. Same thing on the other side. With this, I'm going to go on the top of my Cupid's bow and just a little bit on the nose, like the tip. Just dab it into the blush again, just so that everything can blend in, because sometimes the highlighter will give you like this harsh line and I hate that. So just kind of blend it in one more time. Not a lot of product again. And I'm going to use the banana shade, and which is this one. And for this one, I'm going to use my Sephora Pro Airbrush brush and just dip it in there and just kind of tap it here where I get oily, and then the forehead, mainly where I really get oily, just to brighten up your face a little bit. And it refreshes you so much. My holy grail, this is the Rimmel London Scandeleyes Eyes. Love this mascara. So what I do is I'll wiggle it. I'll give them some coats a few times. And then what I do is I'll let it sit right there. I'll go on to the next eye. Same thing. Wiggle it and then give it a couple coats. And if you get mascara like I just did, I got some mascara on the lid, just let it set, let it dry, and then I'll show you guys how to take it off. Okay, so once you've done that, I'll go back into the next eye again, the first eye. Do the same thing. You have to let it dry a little bit so that you can get in there and do it again. So it's kind of like using a curler to curl your lashes, but you're not using it. You're using basically the mascara wand, and I kind of just like press it and hold it for a couple seconds, and that'll really give you a lift on your lashes. And then it just opens up your eyes so much. I'm going to apply some to the bottom. Once you've applied your mascara to your lashes, I am going to add my Inglot Kohl pencil in nude, I guess. We'll go with nude. And the reason why you're applying this is because you just pop open your eyes. For lip, it's really simple for me when I do this look. I don't add any lip gloss. You can if you want to. My favorite thing is this Jouer Essential Lip Enhancer. It's a conditioning lip treatment, and I'm obsessed with this. It's a little on the pricey side. I think it's like $15 or $16. But I really like it because, one, it definitely hydrates your lips, and two, it still gives you kind of like that clear lip gloss appearance. It looks a little like wet, but I love it. You could go with something else. I just really like it, but that's just me. Okay, so let me show you how to get this mascara. Oh, and if I didn't mention, for my eyebrows, I use my Anastasia Brow Wiz in soft brown. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the spoolie on the other side of that, and you want to definitely wait until it completely dries and just kind of like brush it off. That's all you're going to do is brush it off, and it just starts disappearing. I have some here too. See, it just flakes off. And then right here, see how easy that is? It just flakes off. I hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial on this quick, easy look. We'll talk to you guys in my next tutorial. Thanks for watching. Bye.